My ribs were bending when the latch snapped. The gate flew inward, and the crowd shoved like a single blind animal. Someone screamed in my ear that they couldn't breathe. I lifted my arms the way you're supposed to in a crush, elbows out, hands at collarbone, and felt a stranger's heartbeat hammering against my forearm. 40 minutes earlier, none of this felt dangerous. It was a stadium show on the edge of the city. Summer heat radiating off concrete. Neon bracelets and the smell of beer and sunscreen. We'd come down the ramp after the encore, funneling with thousands toward exit gate C. Metal barricades formed lanes like cattle chutes. Security waved us forward with lazy circles. "Left lane's moving," someone said. We stepped in. The first sign was subtle. A sag in the line. Then a click of impatience that ran backward through people like a zipper. I heard a guy say, "Gate's stuck." No one panicked. We just pressed closer, expecting it to start again. Then the air thinned. That's the only way I can describe it. Not less oxygen. Less space. My friend Maya's ponytail flattened against my shoulder. A girl in front of us stood on her toes and immediately lost the extra inch. Swallowed by the sway. Somewhere ahead, a whistle blew twice. I tried the diagonal step I'd read about. Don't push straight. Swim. A wave rolled through, bodies tilting left, then whipping right. My chest hit a rail. Pain shot under my sternum. "Hands up," I said, voice small in the roar. Maya nodded, jaw locked. At the bottleneck, a guard in a yellow vest yanked at the bolt. It held. He radioed, words lost in feedback. People behind us surged. Not angry, just heavy. I felt my feet leave the ground for a heartbeat and knew how fast a person can become cargo. The latch snapped. The lane convulsed forward. A woman near the hinge folded down like paper. Her boyfriend tried to pull her up, but he couldn't bend. I hooked my fingers into the mesh and dragged myself sideways, carving a little pocket around my chest. "Eyes on me," I told Maya. We move on the next sway. The wave came and we swam. Not forward, diagonal toward a stack of orange barricades against the wall. 2 steps, hold. 3 steps. Hold. A guy in a bantee grabbed my shoulder and used me like a rung. I didn't blame him. We reached the barricades and climbed. Height felt like oxygen. From up there, I saw the pattern. Not a stampede. Not panic. A mechanical problem making human bodies behave like liquid. Security finally braced the gate and redirected flow to the outer lanes. The pressure loosened, then released with a shudder. We dropped down the far side, legs shaking. Maya sat on the curb and laughed once in that hysterical way people do when they're not okay. An EMT jogged past with an oxygen tank. A woman we'd stood behind walked by holding one shoe. On the ride home, we didn't talk. In my apartment, I Googled how to survive a crowd crush. Then printed a map of the stadium and circled every exit that wasn't a main gate. I folded it into my wallet. It's still there. The paper is soft at the creases like fabric. Sometimes passing a construction site, the clank of chain link makes my arms rise on their own, elbows out, hands at my collarbone. We left the county fair after the fireworks, moving with a stream of tired families dragging sticky kids and half-deflated balloons. My boyfriend, Aaron, carried a bag of kettle corn the size of a pillow. The air smelled like diesel and sugar. Our car was in the overflow lot under the overpass. No lights down there except the sodium glow from the street. A white van idled near the ramp, side door cracked. A man in a reflective vest waved a flashlight in lazy figure eights. "Lot's closing," he called. "Shuttle to the upper lot this way." He pointed toward the van. I didn't like how the beam of his light stayed on our faces. Also, I'd parked 20 feet from where we were standing. I could see our hatchback. "Upper lot?" Aaron said. "We're right there." The man kept smiling, teeth too white in the dim. "New policy," he said. "Construction equipment coming through." His vest didn't have a logo. The van's plate had mud sprayed over everything but 2 digits. "Let's just go to the car," I said, keeping my voice polite. We walked. The man didn't step in front of us, but he drifted parallel, keeping pace. "Hey," he said. "Flat tire." He angled the flashlight down. The beam lingered on our rear wheel. A zip tie hugged the stem of the valve cap like a little white smile. Aaron bent automatically. "Leave it," I said. "We'll check at the gas station." We got in. Doors locked. Windows up. The van's engine coughed and the side door slid wider. Someone inside shifted, just a silhouette. I turned the key and the dash lit. Little green planets. In the mirror, the man raised his hands like, "What's the big deal?" He walked backward toward the van. Aaron whispered, "Maybe he's legit." "Maybe," I said. "And maybe we can ask the deputy at the main gate." We pulled out and headed for the exit. The van followed. Not close, just steady. I took the long loop past the livestock barns. It stayed. My hands went cold on the wheel. "Left," Aaron said. "Toward the highway." "No," I said. "Right." The right turn led to the sheriff's satellite office by the fairgrounds. The van turned left, then braked in the median like it had forgotten something. We pulled into the gravel lot, with the dark building and the blue mailbox out front. 2 patrol SUVs sat under a floodlight. I killed the engine. We didn't move for a full minute. A deputy finally stepped out, coffee in hand, surprised to see anyone at midnight. We told him what happened, trying not to make it sound like a movie. He nodded slowly, then walked the perimeter of our car with a penlight. He plucked something from under the rear bumper, a small black rectangle with a magnet scar. "AirTag?" Aaron asked. "Off-brand," the deputy said, dropping it into a Ziploc. "At least whoever stuck it there isn't great at mud." He radioed the plate we'd half seen. Came back registered to a landscaping company 3 counties over, reported sold last month. "Could be nothing," he said. "Could be something. You did the right thing. At home, after a shower I didn't need, I stood at the kitchen sink and breathed like I was finishing a sprint. Aaron cut the zip tie off the valve stem and set it on the counter between us like evidence of a choice we almost didn't make. The kettle corn bag slumped in the corner. We didn't eat any of it. The house was very quiet. When a box truck downshifted on the road outside, I pictured a white van under an overpass. A door cracked just enough to show a slice of darkness, and a light that never stops trying to get in your eyes.